Well, hello and welcome to Shaki Chronicles. Welcome back, beloved. So excited that you are here. You are tuning in each and every week. There's a new video loaded on Wednesdays. So subscribe, like, comment, share with those in your circle. And so excited that you're here and you're part of this conversation. Don't forget to just leave a comment and let me know what your thoughts are and perhaps something that we can talk about. Again, these conversation comes up just from my thinking through some stuff or driving and something comes up or having a conversation and something comes up, and then I begin to explore it and then I just share it out with this community here. So welcome to Shaki Chronicles. Again, super excited that you're here, and we are going to dive into today's conversation. Of course, after I tell you just how awesome you are. You are super awesome. All right, so today we're going to talk about what's driving your choices. I'm excited to talk about that because I just consistently have conversations with mentees and clients as it relates to what might be coming out of your mouth, but then what's showing up in your life, right? It's two different things. And we see it sometimes because somebody will tell us, well, this is what I want in my life, but then some other stuff's coming up. And then the question is like, why is that coming up? Because you told me that. All right, dilemma. Let's move from that. What's driving your choices? I want to talk real quick about that. And I have some notes here. So if you see me looking down, just know that I wanted to keep it short, tight, sweet, and compact, but at the same time, kind of get something out because I know that there's a message here for someone. So I'm just going to let it go and you can just marinate on what you can marinate on. All right. So here's a quick question around what's driving our choices. And I like to think about it this way. Is it your personality or is it your soul? Is it your personality or is it your soul? Charles will say, are you living from your role or are you living from your soul? And your role is your titles, right? However you're showing up, mother, father, partner, husband, wife, right? We wear many hats, right? Occupation, those are your roles. But then again, you can be living from your soul, that which is within. You can be living from your intuition, your guidance, right? From a higher self that's leading you in each and every moment to show up in a particular way. And so what I have found is being still, and I'll repeat that all the time, and really listening to where these choices and these decisions are coming from is super, super important. And I want to talk about personality real quick because that is such a battle for so many. And what I know for sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt, and I'll talk about it in another one of these conversations, is that when you become friends with your personality, you open yourself up to a magnificent life. Let's talk about this. Your personality pretty much is your five senses, how you're showing up. It's what houses the soul and how you're showing up, right? It's how you were born, right? That part of you that was born and that part of you that will transition when the time comes. That is your personality. In my circle, the soul never dies. That's just my circle. I'm not converting you to that. But here's what I'll say. You cannot discard your personality. You simply cannot. But you can transform it. You can transform your personality by learning new things, by opening yourself up to new experiences. You can transform your personality by choosing to heal some feelings, some emotions, some hurts, some stuff that you need to take care of, some anger, some resentment, some stuff you need to release. When you release, when you heal these stuff, you then transform the personality, right, into just a part of yourself that you love. It never really goes away, but it's just a part of yourself that you love. If you were not learning, if you were not growing, if you were not evolving, then I can say to you that you just might be in a stuck state. Life is meant for that. Life, there's nothing stagnant about life. Life is just meant to change, to evolve, to grow, to move, to flow. And we either align ourselves with that flow or we're out of alignment with the flow. And if you're out of alignment with the flow, then you're going to find some bumps and some stuff that you need to work through. Will bumps always come up? Bumps will always come up because we're always growing and we're always evolving. That's what life, that is life, right? But we want to open ourselves up to better manage, to better cope with, right? To deepen our coping mechanisms with love and healing. All right, let me say this. Your personality is perfectly suited for the needs of your soul. So, in other words, your soul has some needs. That's why you're here, to express your greatness, to express your uniqueness, to express your exquisiteness. Your soul has some needs. You got a contribution to make. And it doesn't matter the size, it doesn't matter the state, it doesn't matter the country, it doesn't matter anything. You've got a job to do. That's why you're here. That's why we're here on this planet Earth. Whatever it is, your soul has a contribution to make, and your personality is perfectly suited for that. And oftentimes the situation is that we are so fighting, we're so out of alignment with our personality, we so don't love ourselves that we're in a constant battle with that. Don't miss what I just said. Your personality is perfectly suited for the needs of your soul to express. Your soul is expressing through your personality, through your complexities, through your uniqueness, through your exquisiteness. Your soul is expressing through that. But the dilemma we often find ourselves in is that because we don't love who we are, and I'm talking about all of who we are, not just the nice parts that we show, all of who we are is required and is needed for the soul to express and for the soul to show up. Your authentic self comes out of that space. Talk about that in another session, right? Your authentic self comes out in that space. So how you're responding to your life experiences is very important. Some of us need to become friends with our personality, all of it, the parts we love and the parts we don't love. Become friends with it. It's remember the personality, that part that was born, right? And the part that will transition. We got to become friends with it. All of it. The curves, the height, the color of our skin, the way we show up, whether we're extroverted, introverted, whatever we want to call all those things. We've got to become friends with that. We've got to do a deep dive. We've got to plunge in. And so many people, day in, day out, refuse to turn the light on themselves for whatever is being, whatever they're discarding or trying to hide, and just creating just all these scenarios that will not go away. The only way it will transform is if we love it and embrace it, all of it. We got to heal some stuff, and I often say, even in my journey, in my personal journey, I've said, Shakira, what if you stop fighting your personality? You stop trying to show up as something else, as someone else. What if you use who you are? What if you embrace who you are and become friends with it, and then use it to show up differently, to just, have new experiences? What would that look like? And I'm telling you, when you begin to do that, you create an opening in your life. And that opening is in your mind and in your perspective and just how you move through life. when you begin to just love all of it, all of it, all of it, all of it, the opening happens. And in the opening, you find that you will begin to see the resources, you'll begin to see the connections, the relationships, you begin to see what was always there but was clouded by your busyness in trying to discard and hide your authentic self. When you create the opening, you begin to see that it's all there. You begin to move through life with more energy, with more creativity. You begin to move through life with a heightened intuition. But it's more of like you're listening to that inner soul, that inner guidance that's saying, this is what's next for you. Go in this direction, go here. And you begin to listen to that because you've created an opening. Right? You're working on you and you're healing some stuff and you're plunging through. I was listening to something today that says, break the shell so that life can shine through. Break the shell so that life can shine through. And so the shell here in this context that I'm talking about is breaking that inability to love all of who you are. All of it. So that you can begin to heal some stuff, right? Because through loving those parts, you're going to have to do some work to release whatever you have around that, right? Whether it's unforgiveness, anger, resentment, whatever. It's not beautiful enough. All these perspective and perception that we have in our mind, we're going to have to release that. That's how we embrace all of who we are. Because the key is, beloved, the key is that we want to move through life with conscious choice. And that's when we start living from our soul. When we start making some conscious choices in each day, in each moment. And to make conscious choices, it requires intention. It requires awareness of your intention, becoming in tune. What is your intention? What is your purpose? When you become aware of all the personality stuff, loving all of that, then you can shift into the knowledge of your intention. Now to see your true intentions without that happening. So I want to just leave you with that word, that you're perfectly suited. Your personality is perfectly suited for your role, for your soul, for the needs of your soul. And becoming friends with your personality, all of it is going to be such a freeing, such an empowering experience. Living unapologetically. I see that hashtag going out there. It's like, yeah, you can do that, but you got to love yourself to do that. And you got to love all of you to do that. The parts you're hiding and the parts you're showing. All right. So dive into to all of it. Love your complexities, your uniqueness, your exquisiteness. Just love all of it. Because when you love all of it, I am telling you, the opening happens, life begins to happen differently because you're perceiving differently, you're showing up differently, and you are evolving, growing, and just having the space to make things happen. Create something different in your life. And you create something different in your life when you make conscious choices, when you make better choices. And how do you make better choices? You decide personality or soul. What's driving the choice? Talk to you next week again on Shaki Chronicles. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. So good to chit chat with you.